Everybody knows weight cutting. Everybody knows the toll it takes on fighters physically. Well, you see Conor McGregor stepping on the scale looking like a crackhead. You see videos of Darren Till and Chris Cyborg putting their bodies in pain and agony trying to make weight, but no one talks about the mental side of it, which that's something I'm going to dive into right now. This episode is probably going to get a little deep, dark, and as real as possible. Check it out. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Inside Team Shorty, where I give the reality, the truth, and everything behind the scenes of the sport of MMA. This is officially season 2. Thank you for your patience. And this season, I want to get, again, as deep and as dark as possible and real with you guys, because I've been through a lot of stuff, mainly in 2018. It was honestly a very depressing year, and I'm pushing myself mentally through a lot of things. And honestly, no matter what I say in these episodes, don't ever be concerned about me, because, again, this is like a nice little coping and venting session for me. But I want you guys to understand a little more, not just the physical side of fighters, but the mental side of what we go through every single day. And there's going to be a lot of episodes where I bring up fighters, given I probably don't know some of these fighters. Some of them I know, and I'm not going to give 100% their side of the story because I'm not them. But I'm going to give my side of it, where I relate and what I've been through. And again, it might be worse, it might be better in their case, but whatever the case may be, I want to be as real as possible with you guys. And for this one, talk about Mike Perry. Mike Perry a few weeks ago was cutting weight, and I believe had an interview with MMA Junkie, or at least an MMA podcast. And he went on there saying, the fight is easy, but cutting weight is the only thing that makes me want to quit. Doesn't matter how many times I do it, for some reason it just gets worse and worse and worse. I feel you. I don't know you. I don't know how your weight cuts are. I don't know what you start at, and I don't know how much you cut the week of. And every fighter is different. I know, fighters that cut 12 pounds literally hours right before weigh-ins. For me, I like to show up the week of, maximum 6. Every fighter is different. Everyone does the weight cuts differently, whatever the case may be. But no matter what, it always takes a toll on you. And it's easily the worst thing in the sport of MMA. And just fighting, wrestling, whatever the case may be, it sucks. Weight cutting sucks. For me, and again, I'm not Mike Perry, but for me, I used to cut weight in college, and I actually didn't get to finish my college career because of weight cutting. Weight cutting took such a huge toll on me, not just physically, but really 100% mentally, to where I didn't even want to wrestle anymore. For me, wrestling was fun. It was my way out. It was my stress reliever, and whatever you want to call it. But because of weight cutting, every time I went in there, I wasn't motivated. I didn't want to do it. I knew what I had to do next, and it wasn't something I wanted to do. Did I know I can make weight? 100%. But did I know the pain and agony that was going to come with it? I think that's like 200%, because that really affected me. I could have been a national champ, or at least an All-American Division II. I was in junior college, but leading up to it, I didn't get a chance because I ended up being cut in my final year, and I can make a whole nother episode on that. But I was traumatized on cutting weight. I mean, if you guys look at my Tapology or SureDog, when I turned pro, I ended up starting my pro career at 135. When everyone was looking at me going, why aren't you fighting 125? You're a flyweight. You're small. You're 5'4" and petite. Like, I get it. But I wouldn't say petite. But anyways, for me, I was scared. I didn't want to go through that trauma again. And for me, I hired someone. And I hired Nutrition, which this video is sponsored by Nutrition and Jose Chubby Torres. Thank you, Lou. I 100% blame you. But weight cutting affects you mentally to a huge problem. I mean, you see my chubby cheeks, and I'm going to make another episode on eating disorders that wrestlers and fighters have. I know I definitely have one, and it's not like I'm throwing up or laxatives or anything like that, but it's the fact of we binge eat, and there's, again, that's a whole nother video, but I probably weigh 155 to 160 right now, and I fight at 125. So I don't know what Mike Perry gets at. I don't know how heavy he gets, before his fights. And for me, honestly, and I know I'm not the only fighter that does this, but I had to do a training camp just to get into training camp because I indulged a little too much, or just way too much. But it's a mental type of thing. In wrestling, I was traumatized. It made me want to quit. Technically, I did quit because I didn't try to get back on the team. Then when I turned pro, I stayed at 35 until I hired nutrition, until I tried them out, and then got the confidence and trust in them that I needed to mentally prepare myself for 125. And the first time I made it, I made 123, so I know I can make the weight. But every single fight, it sucks. Given there's a lot of things I can do physically to help myself. I can manage my weight. That's definitely a thing I'm trying to work on now. But I can manage my weight. Hell, I can hire a better nutritionist. Lou, if you know someone better, let me know. And I think a big one is don't take last minute fights. Me, I was given ultimatums when I was in the UFC, and I was never given a fair share, which again, I can make a whole nother video for. But I was, in a sense, kind of forced to fight twice. And I took 2 fights in 45 days, and I cut 54 pounds. Again, I'm a flyweight, which means I have to weigh in at 125. That's more than a quarter of my weight. And I did it. But because I can doesn't mean I should. And honestly, that's a quote that has been instilled in me from many people. Because I do a lot of things, mainly when it comes to weight cutting, that I shouldn't be doing. I know I can make the weight. I know I can cut 26 pounds in 9 days. I've proved that. But because I can doesn't mean I should. I went in there, fought, but I wasn't worried about the fight. I was 100% worried about the weight cut. Was I going to make weight? And after I made weight, I didn't even think I was going to fight. I was like, oh yeah, I got to, wow, I got to do that still. I wasn't mentally prepared for that moment. Honestly, during that weight cut, I 100% thought I wasn't going to make weight. I thought I was going to let everyone down, which is also one of my biggest fears. But I went in there, I performed, but I didn't perform 100% at my level. And then take a leave of absence, not fighting for a while, indulge, binge, which is the eating disorder, again, a lot of us fighters have. And then I fought Alex Perez, but I had to cut another 28 pounds in 20 days. And honestly, I still went in there. But it affected me so much mentally, and I 100% hate to say this, I quit the week of before I even got into the cage. See, I don't mind losing. It's never happened much in my career, which is awesome, but I know it's reality. You walk long enough, you're going to trip, you're going to slip, you might scrape your knee, your feet are going to hurt, whatever the case may be. But you don't stop walking. You keep trucking forward. You keep doing what you need to do to get to your final destination. Well, for me, I stopped walking. I quit. I wasn't even crawling forward. I was doing just enough so I could make weight, get paid, and go home. And in that Alex Perez fight, I fought on a handicap, if you want to say. And again, it's not shunning him because he executed a really good game plan. And hell, that same outcome could have happened even if I was 100%. Never know. But I quit. And I didn't lose at my best. I lost at my worst. Why was that? It was the weight cut. Weight cutting has taken a huge toll on me to where even after this last fight of Alex Perez, my last UFC fight, I didn't fight for 8 months. And I was extremely broken because I got TKO'd the first time in 20 years, which I am going to be making a video on that as well. But man, it sucked, man. You know, there's a lot of things you can do physically to help yourself. Again, hire a nutritionist, not nutrition. Manage your weight better, which I definitely need to do. And just overall take care of yourself. And being, in a sense, in a training camp all year round. But mentally, the only thing you can do mentally is find yourself. In those 8 months, I struggled. especially the first 2 months. I wasn't at practice, and again, practice is my stress relief, and I was just thinking probably a little too much. And it was all because of weight cutting. Weight cutting led me to that point. It got me dark, man. It got me, I've never been suicidal, ever. But if I was walking in the middle of the street and a car was about to hit me, I wanted to move. I would have been like, all right, well, hey, man, you're saving me from possibly another wake up. You're saving me from a lot of pain and agony mentally. And it's again, I'm a very cheerful person, but it was a very dark time and place for me. And honestly, I still go through my dark phases. Right now, I'm trying to get back in shape. It's a struggle. But it's crazy because my first fight in Brave, fight week was horrible for me. Not because of Brave, not because of Jordan or the people, just there's a lot of things leading up to it. So where you ever have everything going so well for you, and for some reason, oh, there's a hoop. Okay, cool, I'll jump through that. Oh, there's another hoop. Okay, cool, yeah, I'll jump through it. Oh, damn, there's 3 more hoops. Wow, I gotta do a lot more work than I even needed to. And that was the case for my Brave debut. I mean, if you guys even saw, I fought in there, and I looked extremely bloated. When I got in the cage, I didn't look like myself, and I didn't perform at 100%, which, hey, kudos to me, I still won. But mentally, I can tell you this week in Brave was 2 or 3 times worse than the one for the Alex Perez fight. But that doesn't make sense. I lost the Alex Perez fight, but I beat and won in my, against Amir Albazi in my Brave debut. Why did I win? Honestly, it was 8 months of finding myself. I had 8 months to prepare mentally. Again, the weight cut, I know I can lose 26 pounds in 9 days. That's done. Does it suck? 100%. But why did I succeed in the Brave debut compared to my last UFC fight? It's not the promotion. That's it. Yeah, the promotion treating me better. Brave is awesome. But it was myself. It's kind of like waking up every morning. You know you gotta go to work. Is it gonna suck? Yeah. But why can you go to work every single day except for that one day you wake up more tired than others and you're like, I don't even want to do it. I know what I have to go through today and I just don't want to do it. For me, I had so many hoops to jump through for my Brave debut, but for some reason, I got it done. I worked on myself mentally. I read books. Deepak Chopra, thank you, Lou, for that. I talked to Lou. I talk to people, and I really especially talk to myself. I have my own happy place, or I have in my own neighborhood where, I step on a swing, look at the sky, and talk to the stars or the heavens, whatever you want to say. And honestly, it helped me find myself. No one's gonna help you better than you. No one's gonna get you up in the morning besides you. If it's your work, you can't have someone else do it. Maybe, but eventually they're gonna be like, no, you do it yourself. And for me, I had to do it myself. I had no one there to help me mentally. I had to push myself, and I got it done. And I can tell you, I was afraid that I wasn't going to make weight, even though I was right on track of making weight. Why? Because the weight cut mentally broke me. But I pushed through. And I can tell you guys, if you're young adults, wrestlers, don't cut weight. If you're still growing, obviously, I'm done growing. But if you're a high schooler, if you don't have to cut weight, man, don't cut weight. There's no reason to. And everyone naturally believes, oh, I have to cut weight. I want to be the bigger guy. You all weigh the same. That makes no sense. You are not going to be the bigger guy. You have 1 hour or 2 hours to rehydrate for wrestling. And you have, 24 hours to feel better in fighting, which technically makes a huge difference. But is it going to be that beneficial? Yeah, there are things you can do like bump up. Sure. But honestly, I can make 125 and I can make it the healthiest way possible. And that's what I'm obviously trying to do now. But to Mike Perry, I doubt he's watching this episode, but I feel you. Weight cutting has made me want to quit so many times. And it's made me want to retire, made me want to quit. made me want to get hit by a car or hope to get hit by a car. It's made me want to do or stop doing a lot of things. But guys, if you have any idea what weight cutting is like, leave in the comments below your experiences, what you've done to make your weight cutting just experiences better for yourself mentally. Physically, yeah, you can do this, do that, but mentally, how do you cope with it? You know the struggle you're going to go through. Then why do you keep on doing it? What pushes you? What motivates you? For me, I want to be a hero, and that's what I'm doing. And I know if I win, it's going to obviously keep on inspiring others. So that's one of my biggest things. That's something I always try my best to remember. And I can tell you this last thing before I end the video is this sport, and I'll touch on it in other videos as well. I joined the sport because it's fun. Weight cutting does not make it fun. Wrestling in college, high school, fighting is something that's my stress relief. It's my way out of life in a sense. And it's, for me, the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. But why do I want to quit? It's 100% the weight cut. Find yourself mentally, and I know right now I'm trying to find a much better way to bring the fun back into my life. And again, I'm gonna touch on that in another episode too, but I got a lot of episodes planned. I'm telling you, it's gonna get real deep. But what do you feel about Mike Perry's statement? The fight is easy. Fighting's the easy part. But weight cutting is the only thing that makes me want to quit. What do you think about what I had to say? Have you gone through some type of struggle? And what have you done to get yourself out of that hole? Because I definitely want some tips, please. But guys, please like, share, support this video. Hit your notifications button for every time I do post a video. There will be 9 more episodes coming up for season 2. And I appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram, Jose Shorty Tours, Twitter, Shorty Tours 125, Facebook, Jose Shorty Tours MMA, and my website where I sell all my merchandise. Everything ships worldwide, teamshorty.com. 100% of the proceeds go to my foundation, the Team Shorty Foundation, to keep kids and young adults off the streets and inside the gym. Guys, please help, support. I appreciate it all. And just remember, we can, we will. Together we are Team Shorty. Thanks, guys.